You're listening to Mr. Suave at MrSuave.com.
You are listening to Mr. Suave's Mod World at MrSuave.com and on modradiouk.net.
Interrupting all programs. It's a Mod World.
Wanna feel the sun upon my face. Gonna fly a kite into outer space. Gotta find the love that I need to feel. Gotta find the real that I need to feel. Gotta find the love that I need to feel. Got to find the real. I can hope and I can dream. I can fight and I can scream. Look to the light, I won't disappear. Never have to run away from anything. I got no fear. Feeling real and free. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is my anthem. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is my anthem. Share a little love with the human race. Keep an open mind so I see the change. The change. Gotta find the love that I need to feel. Got to find the real. I can hope and I can dream. I can fight and I can scream. Look to the light, I won't disappear. Never have to run away from anything. I got no fear. Feeling real and free. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is my anthem. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is my anthem. This is my anthem. This is my anthem.
I'd still smash you both if I was bored, but Riley and Jonesy's moms get too jealous.
Here he is, a man who's the caviar in a world of canned tuna, the host of the Modcast, Mr. Suave.
Hey, kids. Welcome to another installment of Mr. Suave's Mod World. I am back in the Modcast saddle, so to speak. Just off a nice little vacay to Hawaii. Had some fun there, did some snorkeling, some body surfing, too much drinking, as you can imagine. No matter, I am feeling rested and ready for more musical mayhem. Kicked off the show there with My Anthem. That's by Soda Cracker Jesus. Band is the project of indie rocker Reagan Lane. The tracks all have a definite sort of Bowie-esque quality to them. But, man, with My Anthem, it is a total power pop piece of stomping rock and roll. Definitely a great way to start out a modcast, right? There is a lot more good music coming your way. got new stuff from Emperor Penguin, The Erratics, and James Sullivan, as well as some cool blasts from the past. You just have to kind of stay tuned and check those out as they come along. So stay tuned for the whole thing. Let's get to listening right now with the Pulse Beats.
Singing from the radio of a car above the city night.
'cause it will never leave me when I'm down. 'Cause me and my vibrator, my little massage machine, makes me feel like a queen. I love to turn you on and on and on and on. I said on and on and on. Yeah, me and my vibrator, my little massage machine, makes me feel like a queen. I love to turn you on. It may not look like Andy G. He may not drive a fancy car. But when I turn it on full throttle, I feel just like a movie star. Oh, you are my vibrator, honey. My plastic, fantastic lover. You make me feel so good. Oh, turn me on. Let me hear you buzz away. First gear, faster, 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 second gear, harder, 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 third gear, deeper, fourth gear, faster, harder, harder, fifth gear, harder, deeper, faster, sixth gear, deeper, faster, harder, seventh gear, turn me on. It may not look like Andy G. It may not drive a fancy car. But when I turn it on full throttle, come on, baby, one more time. Yeah, me and my vibrator, my little love machine, makes me feel like a queen. I love to turn you on.
You measure life by the penny and pound. A tight fist keeps you pinned to the ground. What kind of price for an old girl's head? I wanna puke when I think what you said. You got me ready to cry. 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 I don't know how you look yourself in the eye. The things you do are making me wanna die. What kind of price for an old girl's head? I wanna puke when I think what you said. You got me ready to cry. 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 You got me ready to cry.
You listening to Mr. Fobbs' My World on MrFobbs.com.
I showed you the way to my heart and followed the tracks of my tears. You promised the moon and the stars to me and left me alone now to drown in my fears. I thought by now I would have had
much colder now. You're left with the sun after one last night. But there's someone else, and I think you've decided. I have to find all the pieces of my mind that'll medicate my soul again. Up in the clouds, nothing really matters now, and I'm high, it's easy to pretend. Till I wake up on my own again. Then I remember how my heart aches, and I remember how the bitter pill goes down. Remember how much love takes from your heart 6 feet underground. It's how the bitter pill goes down. 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 I feel the pain. I swallow that pill every day. Come on, baby, take a chance and get your shit together. Come on, baby, take a risk until it comes out right. Drop your shadow on a subway wall. Back inside, you can hear the call. Come on, baby, take a chance and get your shit together. Like your illusion in a lie, it's a crime. Right, say right. I'm gonna take a ride on my motorbike. Sing it right, say right. Oh, come and see the opening band. Now that you've got your tickets and beverages in hand, they look so tired, sound uninspired, guitars are secondhand, 'cause no one likes an opening band. Nobody likes the opening band. Their set time's far too early, and I've never heard of them. And chances are they won't go far, career is sure to end, 'cause no one likes an opening band. Oh, unfamiliar things will make us nervous, but singing here for you gives me a purpose. So take pity on the opening band, 'cause no one came to see them except their mom and dad. But if you lend an ear and give them just one little chance, you may just like you may just like you may just like the opening band.
What do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
And here we are back on Modcast number 506. You're all I've got tonight. Actually, you're not all I've got. I've got a nice Beefeater Gibson Martini here as well. A few onions in it. Very extra dry. Really tasting good. Nice and ice cold. I am skipping the politics of the State of the Union address tonight to finish up the Modcast. Trying to avoid all the horribleness that's going on in the world. And kind of hoping that the Modcast, as always, is a bit of a respite from all of that for all of you. Something you can turn on, tune in, and drop out. Kind of a balm for your ears, right? We need that these days, I think. Okay, that last band you heard was, I don't know how, but they found me. They are a very cool duo that I discovered a few years back. Their first EP sounded for all the world like it was recorded in 1981, which coincidentally was the title, 1981. Very new wavy, and intentionally so. And it was recorded so you really thought they were a band from 1981. It kind of seemed like that. They had this vibe going with things, they kind of pretended they were from 1981. Until you scratched the surface just a little and figured out, of course, it was a brand new project from Panic at the Disco bassist Dallin Weeks. Then they released their 2020 album, Razzmatazz, which had the band sounding a lot more like, I don't know, not the 80s, but sort of the Killers, the Strokes, Franz Ferdinand and such. All good stuff. That album, I guess it's an EP actually, definitely worth checking out. In fact, I've got a video of their recent cover of The Cure's Boys Don't Cry. It's very moody and silky smooth. You can see that as part of the bonus third set I've got up on the Modcast homepage at MrSuave.com. Ahead of that, I jump back to 1991 for Trouble from Material Issue off of the legendary International Pop Overthrow album. And before that, you heard Green Day's Alter Egos, Foxborough Hot Tubs, doing Sally from their 2008 album Stop, Drop, and Roll. They had a bunch of those alter ego bands, didn't they? Like, they had Foxborough Hot Tubs and The Network and Cover Ups, and there might have been another one back there somewhere as well. I don't know. Definitely a bunch of busy boys, those Green Day guys. And before them, that was Los Angeles garage psych rockers Velvet Starlings doing Bitter Pills. And ahead of that, played a new one from the Lynn Price 3. That is from their forthcoming Ip Dip Doo album. That track was Ready to Cry. The new album absolutely rocks. Sounds exactly like what you'd expect Lynn Price 3 to sound like. And yet also to sound like they've moved on and become even better. If that can be possible. I mean, they're such a great band, right? The songs are short, sharp, totally what you expect from the trio. And there's no doubt about it. This one is going to be a hit. It's going to hit a lot of those best of lists at the end of the year, I'm sure. The album is Ip Dip Doo from Lynn Price 3. It's coming, I think, next month. And before that was porno punk rocker Carolyn Anderson. She is the front woman for Carolyn and the Treats. And that song there was actually a cover of an 80s novelty song. It was done originally by Susie C-Cell, as in C Batteries. The song became kind of famous back in the day on the Dr. Demento show. That track is Me and My Vibrator. And Carolyn's version is definitely much more power pop than the original was. I got the original up there on the Modcast homepage if you want to compare the songs and see what I'm talking about. Just before that was the Control Freaks with I See You. It's from their latest album, 2021's Get Some Help, off of Dirty Water Records. And then way up top there, getting it all going, it was Spanish garage power pop band The Pulse Beats. That song was Life as a Movie. Comes from their album Looking Out from Folk Records in Madrid, kind of with an assist by the great Rumbar Records here in the US. I guess for distribution or something, maybe. No matter, great album. It was hard to pick a song from that. I mean, they're all really good, right? I almost chose She Sings Like Joey Ramone. And I only mention that. I usually don't mention songs that I don't choose, but that's a great track in and of itself. And the title track, Looking Out, that rocks pretty hard as well. Everything on that album from the Pulse Beats is quite good, and definitely something I'm enjoying on a regular basis here at Suave headquarters. As always, I have posted the complete track list over at Suave HQ, MrSuave.com. Don't forget to spell out the Mr. And I got a really cool third set of music up there as well. Can't fit them all in here, right? So I got a whole set of videos that fit very nicely with this Modcast. You can check those out on that special bonus third set over there at MrSuave.com. Get on over there, check that out, let me know what you think. Leave a comment there. I mean, I still take comments there. Nobody's commented there. I used to get comments there all the time up until like 2 or 3 years ago, and then they just stopped. And I guess that's because people go to social media, and that's fine too. You can hit me up there at Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Just not TikTok. Never TikTok. Regardless, I love hearing from listeners, so don't let me down. Let me know what you're thinking. All right, let's keep this train rolling. I'm going to flash back right now to the 80s. The Chicago mod scene, to be exact. Just listen to this.
Won't go away. See the blue skies, remembering the day, trying to make sense of it all. Dying to bond for one last call, trying to make sense of it all. Dying to bond for one last call. Looks like she's still spellbound. Looks like she's still spellbound. Looks like she's still spellbound again. Behind your back, all your feelings are gone. When things get tough, it's hard to see anybody else but me. Someone deep inside my head won't let me be the same again. Looks like she's still spellbound. Looks like she's still spellbound. Looks like she's still spellbound again. Looks like kids to school. Life is sweet, life is cruel. It's not the time to play the fool. 'Cause in my mind you've got to let it all hang out. I save my loving for the real thing, and I'll never take the blame. I save my loving for the real thing, if you'll never feel the same. I save my loving for the real thing, and I'll never take the blame. I save my loving for the real thing. I save my loving for the real thing, and I'll never take the blame. I save my loving for the real thing, if you'll never feel the same. I save my loving for the real thing, and I'll never take the blame. I save my loving for the real thing. In this illusion, when you seem so far away, it causes confusion, and the wind just blows you away. I'm all made up. I'm all made up in my head. I'm all made up. They should have told me what they really came here for, and nobody told me how the young become so poor. I'm all made up. I'm all made up in my head. I'm all made up. Down to the floor, I ran out the door. You'll never see me coming around again. In this illusion, when you seem so far away, it causes confusion, and the wind just blows you away. I'm all made up. I'm all made up in my head. I'm all made up. I'm all made up.
She's sick of everybody, he's sick of everything. Two punks behind the alley, frustration every day. Goes up in cops on 6th Street, tells her it's okay. Fixes inside the bathroom, watch it all fall away. If I have to take the pain, get it over quick. No one ever tells you that this life could be like this. No one ever tells you that the streets are not out rough. Never thought my life would turn out great, but least I hope for good enough. Punky grudges on Sunset, she's got a nasty bruise. They're getting drunk on booms from trading homemade tattoos. If they could save some money, they could afford the rent. Nice house with picket fences, that money's all been spent. If I have to take the pain, get it over quick. No one ever tells you that this life could be like this. No one ever tells you that the streets at night are rough. Never thought my life would turn out great, but Least I hope for good enough. She found him in the alley, light fading from his eyes, needles and a leather jacket, slam dancing one last time. Said, Mary, don't you worry, no, Mary, don't you cry. They may have killed the body, but our dreams can never die. If I have to take the pain, get it over quick. No one ever tells you that this life could be like this. No one ever tells you that the streets at night are rough. Never thought my life would turn out great, but at least I hope for good enough.
You're listening to Mr. Suave's Mod World at MrSuave.com.
Can't do anything about it.
Welcome back to the Modcast. I hope you are well lubricated, and I hope you are enjoying this week's music tracks. Is it music? Is it tracks? Is it music tracks? Is that redundant? No matter. It's all good stuff, right? It's a bit of new stuff, old stuff, jangly stuff, punky stuff, just a bunch of stuff. No matter, all of it is perfect for the discerning mod's ears, which I know yours are. Wrapping up that second set there was a New York indie rock outfit, The Drums, doing I Don't Know How to Love. It comes off the band's sophomore release, Portamento, from way back in 2011. That's like a decade or more ago. The band was formed by friends at Bible camp when they were kids back in the day. I remember being subjected to my fair share of Bible camps and such back in junior high and high school. In fact, it was at one such church camp in 1982 that I met my first mods. I learned about pork pie hats, and I discovered that mod girls were damn cute. So, good things come from church camp. Just let me tell you. Good things come from church camp, just like The Drums. Alright, before that was a fairly new band, the Erratics. They're from Minnesota. That was When Will It End? It's the B-side to the band's debut single last year, You Don't Care, released by Beluga Records. And ahead of that was Desdemona. It was by veteran power pop band Emperor Penguin, out of Mario, London. A London-based band. Great power pop band. And that bit of fuzzed out garage power pop rock, that one is slated to be on the band's forthcoming album, brand new album from them. They've been busy. Sunday Carvery. And that release is due out later this month. Their last album, I think it was early last year, 2021, I think, Corporation Pop, that was a total blast. It was a fantastic album, so I'm expecting the new one to kind of rock our socks off, so to speak. Right up before that was a song by Lily Konigsberg. Yes, Lily Konigsberg. The song is That's the Way I Like It. I just stumbled across the song recently. I mean, totally stumbled across it. I practically stubbed my ear on it. And turns out I really liked it. The song has a great sound, right? I mean, you just heard it. It has a total mid-90s kind of indie alternative rock sort of vibe to it. It's a good song. I wouldn't necessarily recommend, much else by Konigsberg. Their stuff's a bit too modern, softy, poppy for my taste, but this track was really good. I really liked it. That's the way I like it. Exactly. And before that, a very cool acoustic number comes from Jim Lindberg. And I have to say, when you hear that, it just kind of screams Paul Weller and Britpop. It's got that stripped down guitar and singer thing going on. And of course, lots of cool echoes of old school, soft-edged punk and mod revival songs. None of that should be surprising. It's Jim Lindberg, former frontman for the veteran punk outfit Pennywise. And you can tell as you listen, that he's got this old school punk sort of thing going on. He's not crushing skulls as much anymore, but that heart of the punk singer-songwriter just shines through. This is exactly the kind of punk sound I love from old school punk guys who've been around that block a few times. You think Weller, of course, and Mike Ness, John Doe, or Tim Armstrong. Anyhow, check out the whole album. Jim Lindberg, Songs from the Elkhorn Trail is the album, courtesy of Epitaph Records. Ahead of that, I would say apparently a band I can't get enough of since They've appeared on at least like 3 of the last 10 Modcasts. These guys are in heavy rotation around here, right? So you know it must be pretty effing good. That is The Reflectors with All Made Up. That's the lead track on the group's latest album, Faster Action, from Time for Action Records. Right before that was the UK's best Small Faces tribute band. Except here, where like they're doing their own thing and they're in their other guys, I guess it is, as the Veras. So what you heard was the Veras. That was In My Mind. It's the B-side to their 2021 single, and a right damn good tune. And for that second set there, I started things out with Chicago 80s mod band Reaction Formation. I first discovered that single in, 1986, maybe 1987 at Rhino Records in Claremont. I can remember buying it. It had one of those cheesy, photocopy covers that was folded over the 45 in a plastic Ziploc kind of container. But man, what a single, right? It was a 3-track single of mod-friendly, kind of garage-ish jangle pop, which in the mid-'80s, we were hard-pressed to find any local bands of that kind of ilk, really. There were few and far between, truthfully. So, Reaction Formation, that was the band. They were very cool. They were very cool in circles of mod folks. And I was, at one point in time, hoping to get them for the Mods Mayday show in LA in '89, but they weren't able to make it. No matter. Still love the songs. That one was Galesburg Bound. They get a ton of other cool stuff out there. Check them out. Reaction Formation. You can look it up. I got a link to them on the Modcast homepage, as they say, MrSuave.com. So there we have it. It is another Modcast in the books, my friends. Another one in the books, so to speak. Be sure to get on to MrSuave.com. Check out the bonus 3rd set of songs I got over there. And please, just be a friend. Give me a heads up on social. Whatever. If you like the show, you can check out all the shows at MrSuave.com. There are over 500 of them. I know, even I can barely believe that. 500 shows. Most are online. If you stumble across one that is not available for streaming, let me know. I will hook them all up. But seriously, 500 shows. Like, if you need something to do to kill some time, you gotta fly somewhere, like, you get a 6-hour flight, a couple of these shows. Be some good background listening, right? If nothing else, it'll put you to sleep. It's the good, the bad, and the motley. You know what I mean. MrSuave.com. There you got it. Whatever. So, got one more song for you in this Modcast number 506. You're all I've got tonight. One more for you. The past few years, More Kicks has been kicking out some great power pop. Very mod-friendly tunes. Some of my favorite albums, truth be said. Listen to them all the time. And now, here comes a sort of offshoot solo project. Not sort of, it totally is. More Kicks lead singer James Sullivan. It's his project. He's pushing out a fantastic solo album that includes this wild bit of spoken word with a kind of solid drum thumping power pop attack behind it. The song has a bit of a 90s grunge feel to it without ever losing the punky power pop vibe. It's all good stuff. I think you're going to like it. Here then is James Sullivan with Lee Bridge. I'm Mr. Suave. Thanks for listening.